10 main Demon Slayer characters and their Dragon Ball equivalents. Demon Slayer is one of those anime that took the world by storm from its very first episode, and now rides a wave of much deserved popularity. The anime was first released mid-2019 and has already conquered the heart of many anime fans. It's easy to assume that Demon Slayer is on its way to becoming one of those anime that everyone knows and loves, much like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. In fact, Tanjiro, Inosuke, and the rest of the Demon Slayer characters show a lot of similarities with some of the DBZ characters. So much so that we can find a DBZ equivalent for most of the Demon Slayer characters. Tanjiro, Goku. Tanjiro and Goku have so much in common, and not only because they're both heroes in their respective anime. The two are genuinely very much alike. Like Goku before him, Tanjiro possesses a natural gift for fighting, coupled with a persistent clumsiness that often makes us wonder how he's still alive. The two characters are also relentless when it comes to training and will stop at nothing to grow stronger and protect those they hold dear. They're also incredibly kind and never hesitate to put themselves at risk to do the right thing. Murata Krillin. Although Murata isn't the most gifted fighter, nor is he particularly clever, he is one of the bravest, most selfless characters in the series. He never ceased to fight on Natagumo Mountain, even though his entire group was wiped out by the spider demons. Despite his fear, he held the demons off as best he could until help arrived. Despite the bad experiences he went through, Murata doesn't lack for optimism, reminding us a lot of Krillin. He may not be the strongest, but he'll always show up for a fight and stand by his friend's side no matter how dangerous the situation. Inosuke, Vegeta. This pairing was the easiest one to make for this list. Inosuke and Vegeta are so much alike they're almost interchangeable. Both characters first appeared as enemies for the main character. However, after being graciously saved by said hero, they both ended sticking around and revealed that they weren't such bad guys after all. The two characters are professional grumps and are really bad at following plans or orders, as they'd much rather do things on their own. Not for the glory of it, but simply because they have a hard time with teamwork. And their biggest commonality? We can't help loving them. Jenya Shinizagawa, Boo. Jenya has a very complex personality. He's a naturally foul-mouthed, rude, and violent character who made it a point to never ask for help and who took it very badly whenever someone proved stronger than himself. However, after being forced to work alongside Tanjiro and his friends on a mission, he slowly learned to be less hostile towards them, although not quite friendly. The way this character evolved reminds us of the phases Boo has gone through, although in reverse. Jenya appears and acts like a villain, but deep down has the potential to be a good guy. Nezuko Gohan. Nezuko is the female equivalent of a young Gohan. He was shy, quiet, and didn't care much for fighting and martial arts as a kid, and never asked to be thrown into battle. Much like Gohan, Nezuko found herself thrown into a situation she never asked for, and had to make the best of it. Gohan was only a boy when he was forced to join the battle against Cell and had to carry the weight of being the only one able to defeat him on his small shoulders. Similarly, Nezuko was only a young girl when she was turned into a demon and was forced to live with this burden. She surely wasn't expecting to live this life. Hotaru Haganazuka, Master Roshi. These two characters are both very talented and have a lot of knowledge and expertise to share with the younger characters. One is a master swordsmith who's created powerful weapons for the Demon Slayer Corps, while the other is a martial arts expert who's trained some of the most powerful fighters. Yet neither of them can really be taken seriously due to their over-the-top reactions and overall silly attitudes. They could be great mentors and role models if they didn't have such wild and unreliable personalities. Zenitsu Yamcha. The main similarity between Zenitsu and Yamcha is definitely their unwavering attraction to pretty girls. These two characters fall in love and have their hearts broken pretty much every time they're on screen, and it's easy to guess that neither will ever actually have a healthy relationship. They're both extremely clumsy and easily scared, to the point of often running away and leaving their friends to do most of the work. Yet neither are totally hopeless. They can also be pretty useful and powerful from time to time, but it often appears to be a bit of a fluke rather than a premeditated use of their power. They're both idiots, and they bring a much-needed comical aspect to the show that's refreshing. Kagaya Ubuyashiki, God. It's hard to figure out who would Ubuyashiki's Dragon Ball equivalent be at first, but then it becomes very obvious. Piccolo. Not the evil Piccolo, obviously, the God version of him from the early Dragon Ball series. God, like most Nameks, is a pretty quiet and serious character, much like Ubuyashiki. The two characters are mysterious and always seem to know more than they care to share, and are often the voice of reason. It can often be hard to forget how strong they really are, as they rarely participate in fights. Kibutsuji, Frieza. Who other than Frieza could have been Kibutsuji's Dragon Ball equivalent? The two of them share the same passion for good looks, and unsurprisingly, both have very bad instincts when it comes to choosing who will join their ranks. They were both betrayed and or disappointed by their minions, and thought it would be better to take matters into their own hands. After all, you can't count on anyone else but yourself to get the job done if you're picky. In addition, they're both timeless villains that are hard to hate no matter what evils they perpetrate. Plus, these two are incredibly clever on top of being evil and powerful, which makes them so very dangerous. Giyu Tomioka, Trunks. Giyu Tomioka is one of the pillars of the Demon Slayer Corps and is undeniably a very gifted swordsman, much like Trunks. Both characters have a quiet personality, yet they harbor a rage that drives them to go above and beyond to perfect their art and protect humans from the threats working to destroy them. They're both stronger than they first appear and always seem to find themselves exactly where the action is. Thankfully for them, they're strong enough to turn any battle around. There you have it. This is our list of the 10 main Demon Slayer characters and their Dragon Ball equivalents. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you won't miss any future uploads.